Okay guys, this has been a long time coming, but we got this scissor lift several years ago, and I finally figured out where I wanted to put it, and I've got it set up. I've got the race ramps, and I've got it sitting on a pretty good rubber pad, and this is on the first lock. This is a Titan 6,600 pound lift, and right there's the nameplate on it. And like I said, this thing's been sitting in the way for the last few years, but me and Sam finally got it set up, and we're getting ready to see if we can get Project Sally pulled up on these ramps and see if we can get it lifted up in the air. We've got a few things to do to it to finish it up. Alright, I'm slowly coming up on it.
This one looks a lot better. This one you got about an inch from this side. Okay.
If you like.
You're good.
Alright, I can't see you.
You're good.
Get up over the way and watch.
Okay. You're not eating dough, just a little bit more. Alright, it's good. You went up. That's good.
Let's see where we're at. Like I said, once we get a feel for this thing, hey, the garage door closed.
Cool. Oh no.
There we go.
Hey, watch out for the spiders.
I ain't worried about no spider.
Well, they're granddaddy long legs.
I'm melting like a snow cone in Phoenix.
Ew.
Okay guys, first time setting this scissor lift up. First time using a lift on a car for me. We're just taking our time. If you remember, we put lift points on this Mustang back in a different episode. And this is the first time that we're actually raising this lift to contact those lift points. We've got it to where I like it. There's nothing else hitting the car. I think we're ready to go ahead and go up in the air with it. So we're going to do that. We're going to do it slowly. We're still going to be watching. Kind of a little nervous being the first time doing this. So we're just taking our time, make sure we're doing it right. In the back here, you can see this is what we had to do to get it on the lift point. And this thing turns to kind of adjust it, but like I said, I've got just a little bit of tension on the rear just to get these underneath there, just to keep from having to move this setup so we can begin work on it. The reason being, you can see that rear tire is on the ramp. We need to move this from the distance of that tire to about right here on this flat part of this race ramp is the distance that scissor lift needs to move forward, and we'll do that once we're finished. Raise it up about 6 or 8 inches until you hear me, unless you hear me holler, whoa.
Ready?
Yep.
More?
Yeah, go ahead.
Whoa.
Alright, hang on.
Whoa.
What?
This is cool.
Alright, go ahead. Don't let it hit that metal thing. Man, whoa.
Well, I'm not gonna let it hit. Where is the
first
first
lock,
lock? What?
Alright,
We're not even on a lock yet. That can't be.
you watch that. Well, that's high.
Okay, that's your lock.
Shop Dog's paying us a visit here.
Please.
Shop Dog's back in the garage. Say hi.
It looks like he has immense ADHD.
Cletus, what do you think about the Mustang now?
You like the Mustang?
So guys, she's up on the scissor lift, and I gotta tell you, It's kind of scary. I mean, just having a car up this high is pretty scary. First time in the garage. Like I say, it's pretty high. I wish the first lock was about half of that height, really. But like I said, it's just first time using something like this and trying to get used to it. Okay guys, we got Project Sally on the lift. We've just finished running it and got the oil temperatures up. We're going to go ahead and go with our first oil change. We're going with the Mobil 1 5W30, and we've also got the Mobil 1 filter. So we're going to go ahead and get Sally lifted up. We'll get this old oil to draining and get ready to put some new in. Once I let it go, it's going to come out with a vengeance.
Yeah. That's a lot. Run even on the other side. You gotta put your hand on the other side too.
Alright, let's hang on. Where's that? Where's that?
Sticky.
Alright, so next on the list, we're going to do a light check and just make sure everything's working. And once that's done, I think we'll be ready to schedule our state inspection. We're really enjoying this lift. It is a lifesaver. Still kind of nervous about working around one for the first time, but pretty handy. Do your hazards. All right, hit the steering wheel horn. Yep, hit the signal. Yep. Yeah, they work. All right, put it back in park. All right, so the lights check out. Miss Sammy's gonna cross some stuff off of the list. We gotta run and get us some Get Her Done 91. Actually, we'll probably put 93 in it. So guys, we'll schedule our state inspection this week. We'll bring you along for that. And then it'll be time for the final reveal of Project Sally. You'll want to stay tuned when we get the tags for Sally, because you really like what Sammy picked out for that. Okay guys, Project Sally is ready to go to get its state inspection. We've got our temporary tags on, and it's pretty much sitting on the race ramps. And the last time this thing was due for state inspection was September of 21. So hopefully we'll have a new state inspection sticker come tomorrow. So we just took the list off of the windshield, and we're going to be getting it backed out of the garage. This is going to be the first time this car's been on the road in quite some time. We've got a dash cam set up. Hopefully that works. I'm going to have a camcorder and my phone with me just in case our batteries goes dead. We're going to try to bring you along for the first ride along. And we've got about a 5-mile trip to the garage. And like I said, we're just going to take our time, and hopefully everything goes well.
Still good. Hang on. Gotta get my seat adjusted. Oh gosh, I can't see jack squat.
Sun is blinding me.
I'm nervous.
Well, just take your time.
Maybe I'm a little too nervous. I'm being a little
just take
silly.
your time. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Remember, you got new brakes on this thing.
So I need to be careful.
Yeah, just
Ready?
yeah.
I'm gonna go slow so Mom can catch up. I can't see. Don't know how wide I am.
What are you doing?
Waiting for Mom.
Can you see over the hood?
Yeah, a little.
It's gonna take you a while to get used to this thing. It's a lot different than Buick.
It sounds so good. Oh, okay.
Watch these potholes the best you can.
Oh my gosh.
Watch these potholes up through here too. They're pretty bad. There you go. Now get over. Slow down at this one pretty good. This is a mess right here. Way to go, B-Dot.
Yeah, this is awful.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
Keep an eye on your temperatures and stuff.
Okay. I wonder what these people are gonna think seeing this thing. Gonna be like, oh, what a hot rod.
Slow down right here at this place. It's real bad right here.
Ugh.
Gosh.
Whoa, buddy.
Get over it.
I have a hot rod. Y'all need to get over on your side of the road.
He wanted his side and yours, didn't he?
Yeah, well, he can't have both. This has been my dream since I was 3.
Yeah, slow down right in here.
Wow.
Just watch this bump right here. It's real bad. Slow down
Dad,
a
I told you, no backseat driving. That's a major blind spot.
Yeah, you can't see out of this thing.
Oh wait, that's not Mom. I just waved at that Jeep because I thought it was Mom. That's not Mom. I just noticed it because it has a million ducks in the front of it. I thought that was Mom.
It is a blue Jeep, though.
It looks just like Mom's Jeep. It just has a million ducks instead.
All right, guys, we made it. Miss Sammy's filling out the paperwork right now.
So we look like weirdos in
What?
the camera.
Yeah.
They're in there. They can see us.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. They were a second ago. I don't know if they just left or not.
So you pick that drop box up and drop it in there.
That's scared. It's not sealed.
I can figure out what car it goes to.
Go. Get in there. Go, go, go.
All right, you got it. Okay, guys, Project Sally's here. Hopefully everything goes well and we get to pick it up tomorrow. There she goes. Electric fan's on.
You have my fans on?
Yeah, the electric fan was on.
I had the AC on.
Oh.
I'll tell you what I did.
What?
I did a little something silly.
What'd you do?
I turned on the air, and then the whole way here I was like, oh my gosh, this air is hot. Like, it didn't hold. It has a leak. And then I realize this car is fancy, I have to press AC.
Oh, okay. So did it cool down?
It cooled down. It got
Right.
cold.
Well,
The Buick doesn't have an AC button. It also doesn't have an on and off button for the entire air.
there's our new state inspection sticker. So how'd the temperature gauge do?
It stayed at half the whole way.
Whole way. The electric fan was on when you pulled in, but that was probably because of the AC was on.
And it's like 90 degrees.
And it's 90 degrees, yep. Okay guys, Miss Sammy's back from her vacation at Virginia Beach. Before she left, we had a chance to drive Project Sally a few times, and we do have a few little issues to work out. They're just small issues. So the first one, we noticed that we had just a small antifreeze leak, and we traced it back to this plastic thermostat housing. You can see there on the bottom just how bad that thing was leaking. It wasn't really leaking really bad on the car. It was just sort of a drip that was running behind the head and down the block and dripping out the first stud there on the oil pan on the passenger side. So if you remember in a previous episode, we did put a new thermostat in the car, but we didn't replace this housing. It wasn't leaking at the time, but once we actually started driving it a little bit, we just noticed that we had a small leak. So the first time that we put the new housing in, I put it all back together only to find out that I had a small leak. And it kind of drove me crazy. I couldn't tell if the new housing was leaking from this seam here, or if it was not sealing right on the O-ring or what. Come to find out, it looked like it was leaking from this bypass hose. So we did put a brand new bypass hose on it, and that seemed to help. But also, I believe the culprit was these original clamps. And you'll see when I show you the car that we did just go with the old school worm type clamp that you can tighten up. And we've got it on the car now. We've actually went ahead and filled it with antifreeze and tested it. And so far so good. So let me show you that. So the first time that we installed this housing, we put it in, put it all back together, started filling it up, and I noticed it started leaking from the back of this hose. Not bad, and it just was leaking from there. So it was kind of unfortunate because it's a lot of work to take apart. You can see I got the throttle body off, I got the cold air intake off, I've even taken the belt off and the idler pulley just to be able to get in here to work. But like I had mentioned, the original housing was leaking back in there and was running down. When I put all this on, it was leaking from the hose and running down on the water pump. So in my quest of troubleshooting to figure out exactly where the leak was, I kept coming in here checking. It really felt like at times I had water seeping out of this part of the thermostat housing. You can see it's definitely two pieces. So I did put this on the bench and test it, and it still felt like that. I reached out to the seller that sold me this, and he said don't worry about it, he'd send me another one. I wasn't putting this same one on for a third time. So I did change the housing. We put a new bypass hose on and 2 new clamps. So we have got Project Sally all put together. We've been constantly checking it for leaks and everything. One thing that we did change out, we did upgrade to this K&N filter. The original BBK filter was really worn and was showing its age. So we did find one of these that was pretty close to the actual size. This one actually fits the car a little bit better. You can see here we got a little bit of space here between the filter and the car. So that actually looks really good. But she's all put together and ready to go. Hey guys, we've been testing on Project Sally, and we've got it set up on the race ramps. We actually just got done checking the fluid in the transmission. We didn't film none of that because it's such a messy job. You got to have the car up in the air. It's got to be running. It's really a poor design in my opinion. just so they cannot put a dipstick on the transmission, just like all the old cars used to have. But that's the way they're doing it now. We end up putting a quart of transmission fluid in the transmission. And we've got these temporary tags on here, and now we're getting ready to put Sammy's permanent tags on. Alright, so Sammy got personalized plates, and if you know anything about her work background, which you guys probably don't, she works with electric vehicles a lot. So just knowing that, you'll understand these plates when you see them. You want to show them? Yeah. Only gas.
Only gas. Sad time.
Wow.
Because our series is ending.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So, guys, Project Sally is finally coming to a close. And just wanted to run some numbers by you. So, we came in on this project at right under $7,500. What? Yep. We kept notes of everything that we put on the car with prices and receipts, and that's not counting the steering wheel, and it's also not counting the wheels, because that was a gift. We were going to have to buy tires anyway, but yeah, it was just under $7,500. And I was against this project at the beginning, like I mentioned, not because it was a Mustang, just because I didn't need another project. But I'm glad that we done it. I think Sam has learned a lot. She's definitely learned a lot about wrenching on cars, and I think she's going to enjoy this car a lot more just because of the work that we've done to it. Now, with all that said, I want to ask Sammy 2 questions, actually 3. Number 1, what was your favorite part about the restoration?
Probably spending all of those nights in the garage and we had our thing, and that was our thing.
Okay.
So we just had a lot of time together in the
Is
garage.
there any one particular segment that sticks out to you?
I really liked it when we filled up the new radiator and it overfilled everywhere. That was funny.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
That was funny.
So, is there? All right. What was the part that you disliked about the whole project?
How much time it took?
Yeah,
how long it's been?
It's been off and on almost 3 years since we've been working on this car. And a lot of that had to do with our schedules. And then somebody decided to go away for college. And so she's at her 2nd year away from college. So that really took up a lot of time.
Yeah.
And the Mustang is it basically had one whole bay locked up.
Yeah.
Where you couldn't do anything. So I've kind of been limited on what I could do. Is there any part of this car that we restored that you like the best?
Yeah.
What?
The horse horn.
Oh, the horse horn.
Yeah, I like the horse horn.
All right, so for me, I think my favorite part of this car is the interior. We purchased a set of leather seats, and we got a brand new NOS forged steering wheel, and I think it totally transformed the way this car looks on the inside.
It definitely did.
I love the red leather, and it just, to me, it looks like a different car. With that being said, the part of this restoration that really challenged me, that I was most nervous about, was that restraint control module, getting the codes cleared out of it. When we changed the seats, we had to go back in our original seat and pull the occupancy sensor out and redo all of that. And that was real nerve-wracking. Thank goodness I had not sold those seats yet. And you know, that was uncharted waters for me, because back in the day when I grew up, if you wanted to change your seats out, well, you just went to a salvage yard and you got what you wanted. So, but yeah, not today. I think the other part of the restoration that I like the best is the wheels. I think the wheels really transformed the car. There's so many things that we've touched on this car that really improved it, I think, even all the way down to the work we did in the trunk.
Yeah.
And I mean, there was a lot of time spent in that trunk, and I think it really helped the car. So it's been a fun project. I learned a lot myself.
I like the headlights and the grills too. The grill.
Yeah, the pony package grill.
The pony package grill.
That was another part of the car that I just really like. So we really like the pony package.
I had to talk him into it. He didn't want pony package at first.
So, guys, this isn't the last you'll see of Project Sally. She's already talking about some mods, and we'll have it back on the channel for sure. And maybe even a true dual exhaust system or something like that. It's not the last you'll see of Project Sally. And hopefully this will encourage Sam to get out in the garage and work on these Camaros with us. So hopefully you'll see her on an up and coming episode of Project Overkill. Guys, we want to appreciate you for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe if you hadn't. We'll see you next time.
Peace out. How did we do it in the other videos? Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out.